Hello everyone, I'd like to welcome you to the orientation for the TaskStream Lesson Plan Builder. First, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at your FAST manual. Go ahead and click on that. Okay, so here's your Fresno State FAST manual, and what we're going to do is we're going to look at the Phase 2 requirements. And the requirement we're looking for is the site visitation project. Your site visitation project is something you're going to be completing while in Phase 2. Go ahead and read through the instructions to see what needs to be done. And what we'll look at is how you're going to create a lesson on Lesson Plan Builder and how you're going to attach your lesson, as well as how you're going to write your reflection for your site visitation project on TaskStream. One thing to remember is that your site visitation project must be submitted for evaluation on TaskStream within 2 days after the observation you've completed. If you have any questions, go ahead and see your university supervisor. They should be able to help you. What we'll look at right now is how to build that lesson on Lesson Plan Builder. So we're going to go back to TaskStream, and we are going to go ahead and click on that site visitation project. This is where you're going to turn everything in. Once you get here, do you have to do anything? Not yet. First, what we need to do is we need to create that lesson. So we're going to go to Lesson, Unit, and Rubrics. We're going to go click on Lesson Plan Builder. Once you get to Lesson Plan Builder, you're going to notice that you have the option to create a new lesson. So go ahead and title it whatever you would like to. And you're going to go ahead and click on the CSU Fresno Site Visitation form. Click Create New. And once you get here, what a lot of people will do is they'll create a certain lesson and have a lot of the information here the same. And that way you don't have to type it in all of the time. Or you can put it in a different document and then copy and paste it into this section. One neat thing about TaskStream is that the standards are actually built into TaskStream. So if you click on Standards, a list will come up. Click on the state. Click on California. Once you get to California, you'll have an option to pick from any of these standards. The ones we're going to pick on right now are just basic content standards. You can click on any of these that you want. Let's say we're doing a math lesson. We'll do a kindergarten grade level. We'll do a number sense, and we'll go ahead and go with the key standard 1.0. You can select all of these standards here, or you can just choose one, whichever one you want to do. Once you get there, you're going to click, say we click all three. You're going to click on View Selections. Once you get here, you're going to go Save and Return to Lesson, or if you have more standards that you want to go ahead and add, go ahead and do that. So once you're here, Save and Return. See, it's automatically out here and you don't have to type it in. How fantastic is that? One thing that you'll need to do is make sure you fill out your objective, assessment, and sequence of activities and differentiated instruction that you have going on in your lesson. Now that you're here, if you go back to Lessons and Unit and Rubrics, you'll see in Lesson Plan Builder the lesson that you just created. Fantastic. You've got that all done. Now, when we go back to our TaskStream homepage, remember how I showed you how to get to the site visitation project? You're going to click there. Once you get to your site visitation project, you are going to be asked to complete a form. This is where you're going to fill out the evaluation. And when you're filling out your evaluation, make sure that you touch on all of these TPEs. That's outlined in your FAST manual, which I showed at the very beginning of this. And take a look at it. If you have any questions, make sure you see your site university supervisor. But be specific and concise. And you'll be evaluated on your assessment using the descriptors for TPE 13 and the rubric for this task, which can be found in your task manual. Once you get here, you can do Save and Return once you fill it all out. Now that you're here, you're going to be asked a question, and what you're going to need to be doing is you're going to need to attach the lesson that you just completed. To do that, you're going to look at the bottom left-hand corner, and you see this little button that says Attachments. You're going to click on Attachments. Once you click on Attachments, you're going to say where you want to upload it from. And you're going to upload it actually from your TaskStream. So you click here, you see the lesson plans, and then you're going to click on the lesson plan that you just actually taught as well, and click on that, and you're going to upload it. And you're going to add the file. Once that file is added, it's going to ask you, you can view it, you can edit, you can delete it, you can do whatever you need to it. You're going to click on Save and Return. Now once it's uploaded, make sure this is exactly the one that you want to turn in. Once you've turned it in, there's not any way you can get it back until your university supervisor grades it or sends it back to you. So this is very important that this is the one that you want to turn in. Once you get all of this done and you have it all complete, you're going to submit your work. Once you submit your work, you'll see, it'll ask you if you want to do it, and then you'll see here that it's either in progress or completed. And before it's complete, it has a little circle or a little status bar that says complete. You have the chance of editing it or submitting it. Make sure that once you get here that your work gets submitted and it has been submitted. So this is just a basic idea of what Lesson Plan Builder looks like. There's some pretty neat things that are already built into Lesson Plan Builder. And one of them is there's a unit builder that you can make. A variety of different units that you can play with. There's a really cool thing called Rubric Wizard that will help you develop and create a rubric. You can upload one, you can adapt one that you've already come through. Some of the resources that are here through TaskStream, one is a Cybrary, which has a community selection of different things that people have done through TaskStream. So say you're looking for a specific lesson, if you're looking for, say we're looking for a math lesson. Go ahead and you can click from lesson plans, unit plans, rubrics, web folios, and web pages. Those are all things that people have uploaded onto TaskStream that you can use. So it's a great resource for you guys, and you can click on that, look at them, see if there's any way that you can adapt it to what you're currently doing. Another neat thing that you can do is if you click on Standards, and you go to Browse Standards Outcome in the wizard, and you click on your state, and find the standard that you're looking for. Pick all of the selections, do whatever you need to do to select those standard, and then you're going to obviously click on View Standard, and then save it as a target set. Once you save it as a target set, say this is a standard that you use all of the time. You won't have to consistently look for it. After you save it as a target set, what will happen is when you go back to your lesson plan in your lesson plan builder, and you go back to add that standard, what you'll find is when you add more standards, it's going to ask you for the target set. So this is a set of standards that you use consistently and you don't want to have to keep looking for them. If you save them as a target set, then you can find them throughout the entire time that you're building your lesson, and it's just another easier way for you to go ahead and find those. So you save those, return them, and then they'll add back to your lesson. This concludes your Lesson Plan Builder orientation. I suggest that you start playing around with Lesson Plan Builder and use Lesson Plan Builder throughout your entire time building your lessons, so that way once you get to your phase 3, you're really comfortable with building your lessons using Lesson Plan Builder. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask your site supervisor or any of your current teachers. And thank you and have a wonderful semester.